Hey everyone. Shout out to S. Wiseman. So always happy to see you guys in the comments along with everyone else. You guys, I really and truly appreciate your support. I really do. And I realized something really quick in these YouTube streets. I was talking with someone and they were talking about they're not a YouTuber, but they subscribe to a lot of channels. And one person has a difference of opinion, and I thought, wow. And this person was telling me about it, and I'm like, yeah, I know who the YouTuber is. I have my little people that I watch too. Okay. And so the person is like, oh yeah, and this here I didn't agree with, yada yada yada. And I listened, and I thought, in society we can tell the ones who have critical thinking skills from the ones who don't. And then I thought about my channel. You don't have to agree with everything I say. You don't. I'm not going to agree with everything you say. You may say, hey, I want to buy a blue car. I may say, hey, I want to buy a car that's red. And I listen and I'm like, man, I said, I have my channel. People subscribe and unsubscribe. And guess what? It's okay. You don't have to agree with everything a person says. That's why it's called commentary. We can have the conversation. People point out things in the comment section of my videos, and I'm like, wow, you know what? I never thought about that. And sometimes I'll put it in there. Wow, I never thought about that. Why? We're all different. We're not all the same. You might be 6'2", I might be 4'9". We're all different. So it's okay to have a difference of opinion. And I thought, wow, do people really get in their feelings about this? I'm mad about it. And I'm like, okay, that person has a channel. I watch the channel. Some things I agree with, some things I don't. I still listen to people like, yeah, that person said that. Yeah, I don't really agree with it, but I don't get up in my feelings. So it's like, wow, I don't know if it was this time off. People get extra emotional. But good luck finding a YouTuber who thinks exactly like you and they're going to agree with everything you say and do. Good luck doing that. It would be a hell of a boring world if that's how we operated. Honestly and truly, we all make decisions. So I want to point that out. I don't try to hold anybody hostage. They can watch my videos if they want to. They don't have to. But we don't all think alike. We really don't. So it's okay to have a difference of opinion. It's really okay. If you have a difference with me, you can go ahead and say it. I'll listen to it. I'm not going to hate on you. Now sometimes somebody says something kind of crazy and I think it's a dusty, or maybe I will kind of, type a little something. And then I know sometimes YouTube, it'll like disappear. Okay. But it's like, dang, that's being an adult, having a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? Gosh. Anyway, shout out to S. Wiseman. Beautiful queen on the screen. And this story, I just saw something recently and it's still, I don't know, something horrible. And I want to do a story on it. And it just bothers me so. I'm like, I want to try to find out try to find out who the family is and do a donation. So horrible. I want to share it with you because it's like, wow, one story just really kind of really bothered me even in my sleep. But here we have again, beautiful young child. Beautiful young child who's no longer here. And in the community, I guess I'm to the point, I think, in the Black community, the women or children are indispensable. And the women, I hate this, it is what it is. Collectively, no, I'm not going to say I hate to say it. Collectively, they're more productive than the men when you add them all up. Am I saying that there are no productive Black men? Hell to the no, my father was one. But I'm saying collectively today, we see who's doing what. And there's this anger, demonic spirit, just all over the world, but it's like it's targeting women and children in our community. We do have an epidemic. I believe this is the beautiful Breasia Terrell. Let's go ahead and get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Fair use. A beautiful child is missing at the hands of this monster. Ugh. And this was somebody's boyfriend, and I believe he was on the sex registry offense. So I have to wonder, what kind of woman got a darn man as your boyfriend and he's listed as a sex offender? Boy, they setting the bar mighty low. You are you really that desperate? Setting it mighty, mighty low. So here's a missing person, Breasia Terrell. Oh, only age 10. Innocent child, age 10. Breasia Terrell, age 10, vanished from a Davenport apartment nearly a year ago. Remains of her body were discovered in a Clinton County pond in March. And Henry Dinkins, the only person of interest in the case, was charged with her kidnapping and murder in early May. That's that savage I just showed y'all. Warrants returned Tuesday to the Scott County Court outline a timeline of what happened the night Breasia disappeared and how the investigation proceeded until her remains were found. Dinkins, the father of Breasia's 8-year-old half-brother, called 911 the morning of July 10, 2020 to report Breasia missing. So Dinkins, the father of Breasia's 8-year-old half-brother, he told dispatchers she was missing from his apartment when he woke up and that she had never run away or been in trouble before. But the warrant showed Dinkins, a registered sex offender, was busy the night of July 9th until the early hours of July 10th. His son and Breasia were to spend the night at Dinkins' East 53rd Street apartment the night the girl disappeared. Dinkins' girlfriend, Andrea Culberson, was there too. Andrea, I really feel sorry for you having a boyfriend as a sex offender. Oh my gosh. Culberson told investigators the three were in the apartment when Culberson fell asleep between 11 p.m. and midnight. She woke up around 3 a.m. and found Dinkins and Breasia gone. Surveillance video from those hours show a red Chevrolet Impala matching the description of a car that Dinkins was known to have access to, drove to and from a motorhome on Smith Road in Davenport. The motorhome is registered to Dinkins' sister and is the address he used on the sex offender registry. The Impala went to the trailer at 2:13 a.m., then left heading south at 2:29 a.m. The car returned at 2:31 a.m. and left again, heading to Credit Island at 2:49 a.m. Culberson said she tried to call Dinkins at 3 a.m., but he left his cell phone in the apartment. He might have left that cell phone on purpose, you guys, because they can ping things from the tower. So I would not be surprised he's probably done that on purpose so they could say it couldn't pinpoint where he was. At approximately 3:31 a.m., Dinkins is seen getting out of the Impala on a surveillance camera at Quick Shop in Davenport. The vehicle was also seen on multiple surveillance cameras early that morning, headed north to Clinton County, Iowa, and within the city limits of Clinton. At 7:04 a.m., Dinkins was on store surveillance video buying 2 bottles of bleach at a Walmart in Clinton, leaving the store at 7:09 a.m. A little after 7 a.m., Culberson texted Dinks asking where he was. He came home later that morning, picked up his cell phone and left, saying he was going to look for Breasia. He called 911 sometime in the morning of July 10th, and at noon, Dinkins arrived at a police station in the Impala. Several search warrants were conducted on July 10th after that. They were a warrant to search Dinkins' cell phone. A black Samsung phone was signed by a judge at 1:15 p.m. A warrant to search the motorhome was signed by a judge at 2:21 p.m. A search warrant requesting DNA swabs from Dinkins' mouth and under his fingernails and pictures of Dinkins' body was signed by a judge at 5:26 p.m. A search warrant requesting penal swabs from Dinkins was signed at 6:53 p.m. At some point on July 10th that day, a search warrant was executed on the Impala. The warrants were executed that day. Davenport police found a black digital scale with marijuana residue and 0.6 of a gram of pink powder that tested positive for cocaine in the motorhome, and an axe and cleaning supplies in the trunk of the Impala. Blue light shown on the axe showed what officers believed to be blood. The warrants don't indicate if the axe was tested or if blood was confirmed. Dinkins' 8-year-old son, Breasia's half-brother, told police he went to Credit Island with his dad the morning of July 10th. They also went to the motorhome where his dad pulled out a big knife and wiped it down with bleach. He then put the knife in the trunk of the Impala, and the pair returned to the trailer. Nearby video verified the boy was with Dinkins at the trailer. With that confirmed, police sought a second warrant on the motorhome and found a machete on top of the refrigerator that matched the description that the boy had given. Other warrants conducted later included a warrant to retrieve DNA samples from several white T-shirts with possible bloodstains found in a black Dodge Challenger pulled over for unrelated reasons, and warrants sent to the company that owns Google requesting GPS information to locate 2 Moto E60 phones because 2 empty phone boxes were found in the Impala. The Challenger was searched in late July 2020, and the Google warrants were answered in September. The Google warrant was the first to include information about Dinkins' whereabouts on the night of July 9th to July 10th. Breasia's family and other community members were searching for Breasia regularly when the investigation was underway. Dinkins was arrested on July 11th for a sex offender violation and publicly named a person of interest on July 14th. He has been held in jails in Scott or Clinton counties since then. On March 22nd, 2 fishermen found Breasia's remains in a Clinton County pond. Davenport police confirmed the remains were Breasia in a news conference March 31st. On May 5th, Dinkins was charged with first-degree murder and kidnapping. Scott County Attorney Mike Walton said Dinkins shot Breasia to death. Scott County Attorney Mike Walton said Dinkins shot Breasia to death. 10-year-old child. Dinkins has since pled not guilty to the charges. His next court date is scheduled for January 25th, 2022, and his jury trial is set to begin on February 14th. Not guilty? Are you kidding me? I wonder what fool idiot, because this makes me very angry, is going to sit up there and try to cape for this man. Maybe try to put some money on the book. This beautiful child is missing. So the child was gone, and then he's gone. And now the child's found dead. This right here is what I can consider an animal. Keep on caping for them. Keep it up. Keep on caping for the animals. Keep doing it. All they're doing is going up to murder women and children. That's what they're doing. And some of these mammies are catching the heat too. And when they become a hashtag, you expect black women to march for them. I won't be marching never a day in my life will I march for one. I look forward to them marching him to some type of a chamber with a chamber that has a special liquid in it to make sure he can't hurt anyone else is all I'll say. Look on the screen, look on the screen. This is what these demonic dusties do. Murder. Evil, sick, and mean. As Wiseman, thanks for sharing the story. My heart goes out to the child, 10 years old. 10 years old. And now she's gone. 10-year-old child. We don't know what life could have been. So she's gone, but this dusty, evil, demonic trash bucket is still here. And the tax dollars got to feed and house this. Anybody that supports a person like this here, you really need to question your humanity. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share, and I'm out.